The US has Hollywood. India has Bollywood. But do you know Uganda has Wakaliwood? In Hollywood, making a movie costs millions. But in Wakaliwood, it might only cost $85. The movies feature plenty of old-school effects, yet people can't stop watching them. Some say Hollywood is nothing. Wakaliwood is the future. So, what's the magic behind Wakaliwood movies that keeps people coming back for more? In Uganda's capital, Kampala, there's a slum called Wakaliwood. Life there is tough. Some people struggle to afford food, but they dream big. Many of them want to make movies. This is Isaac Nabwana. He is the heart and soul of Wakaliwood's film scene. People call him Uganda's Spielberg. Isaac grew up in Wakaliwood. As a kid, he loved movies, and in high school, he dreamed of creating his own action films. But his family didn't believe in his dream, because at that time, Uganda was at war, life was very hard, people in the slums were just trying to survive. Making movies seemed impossible. In middle school, Isaac dropped out and took a job at a brick factory, but he never let go of his dream of making movies. And at 32, he had saved enough money to learn about computers and video editing. In 2008, Isaac started a film company called Ramon Film Productions. But the company was just him, and the working place was at his home. Today, the company is better known as Wakaliwood, and Isaac dreams of making it as famous as Hollywood. But the two couldn't be more different. Wakaliwood operates with almost nothing. No actors, no writers, and no budget. Isaac does it all himself, directing, writing, filming, editing, and trying to cut every possible cost. In just 8 years, using one camera and an old computer, Isaac made over 40 movies. When you visit Wakaliwood, the first thing you'll notice is the old houses. These were built by Isaac's father and later transformed into his working studio. Most movie scenes are filmed right in the backyard. This green screen is just a piece of cloth from the local market, and the camera crane is made from old tractor parts. In this small room, actors practice scenes and makeup during the day. At night, they sleep there. There are no scripts for Wakaliwood movies. Instead, Isaac shares the story idea with the actors, and they work out the details together. Some actors have limited education, and some can't read at all, so it's easier to talk through the scenes instead of using scripts. So, how does Isaac come up with his stories? He draws inspiration from action and martial arts movies. As a child, Isaac never went to a theater. Everything he knew about movies came from the vivid descriptions of his brother and friends. Wakaliwood operates with just one secondhand camera. So to capture different angles, they film the same scene multiple times. The actors don't ask for payment and never complain about the hard work. After filming, Isaac edits everything himself on this old compute. It's built from parts bought at a secondhand market, but it freezes frequently and sometimes shuts down for no reason. Before starting a new movie, Isaac has to delete all the old files to free up space for the next project. While Isaac handles most of the jobs, some actors pitch in to help. One of them is Charles Buchanan, known as Bruce Yu, because he is a big fan of Bruce Lee. Charles even trained at the Shaolin Temple to learn Kung Fu. When he returned to Uganda, he joined Isaac's team, working as both an actor and a martial arts choreographer. In his free time, he teaches Kung Fu to kids. For props, the team starts by borrowing from people in the community. When they can't find something, they turn to Dauda, the props master. Dauda brings Isaac's ideas to life. To save money, all the props are made from recycled materials. Scrap metal becomes rocket launchers, Stallone-style machine guns, spinning Gatling guns, and even wooden bullets. The coolest prop in Wakaliwood is a full-sized helicopter frame. It's used in their movies, but when it's not on set, it doubles as a clothesline. Isaac's wife, Harriet, is a self-taught makeup artist. She learned her skills by watching YouTube tutorials and creates special effects using everyday items like toilet paper, office glue, and latex. Explosions in their films are made with flour. For blood, they initially used real cow blood, but after it sent an actor to the hospital, they switched to red food coloring. Once a movie is complete, Isaac burns it to DVDs. The actors then walk the streets to sell them, with each DVD priced at $1. On average, a movie earns a few $100s and the actors get a share of the profits. In 2010, Isaac made his first movie, Who Killed Captain Alex? The budget was $200, but he only ended up spending $85. He posted a 40 seconds trailer on YouTube, which went viral almost immediately. The trailer also caught the attention of Alan Hoffmanis. He is an American producer. After watching it, Alan left his Manhattan life behind and moved to Wakaliwood. Now, Alan lives in a room next to Isaac's house in Wakaliwood. He works as a co-producer, distributor, and even an actor in Isaac's films. Even though Uganda often faces water and power outages, Alan enthusiastically works with Isaac to make movies here. Alan introduced Wakaliwood's movies to the American film industry, but this new exposure also brought criticism. Let's see Wakaliwood's movies. They're known for raw action scenes, daring stunts, super cheap CGI, poor sound quality, a wild mix of English and Swahili, and plots that defy logic. For many people, the first watch is overwhelming. Some can't last more than 5 seconds. It's obvious that Wakaliwood can't compete with Hollywood on production value. Critics argue that Isaac's films promote violence in Africa and suggest he should focus on documentaries about poverty instead. But such opinions feel arrogant and unfair. Why can filmmakers in wealthy countries create action films without judgment, yet a filmmaker from a developing country faces criticism for doing the same? Isaac doesn't let this bother him. He's committed to his dream of making action movies with a distinct Wakaliwood style, blending kung fu and comedy. His goal is simple. He wants people to watch his films and smile. And he said Africans have their own way to talk about their stories. Although major international film festivals initially ignored Wakaliwood, its movies found a dedicated online fan base. Fans say Wakaliwood offers something Hollywood lacks: inspiration. The passion and love for filmmaking shine through every scene. Life is truly realistic. As Wakaliwood's popularity grew, some film festivals started inviting Isaac. Hollywood studios took notice and offered to invest $1 million in Wakaliwood. With the funding, Isaac's team upgraded their equipment, buying new cameras, microphones, and computers. For the first time, they didn't have to scrape by. In 2016, they produced a film with a $2,000 budget. Isaac, now 51, has become a leader in his village. In Uganda, where the average life expectancy for his generation is 52, his story is even more remarkable. His films remain unpolished, but they've brought hope to Uganda. Today, over 500 filmmakers are working across the country. Thank you for watching, and subscribe please.